Georgia Tech blew them out in Coral Gables 87-60, but Wong missed the second half with a leg injury. Here's Devoe, who had a terrific game in the win against Miami in the regular season at 29 points. Harlan Beverly, their point guard, went out for the year with a back injury, one of many season-ending injuries for Miami. Kameron McGusty will be the point to start. Strong move to the bucket, and Moses Wright has his first. Here's McGusty. Jim Larinaga said he'd be the primary point guard today. A little more experience, and he scores on the floater down the lane, and he thinks McGusty will do a better job of recognizing the changing zone defenses. Anthony Walker, he's been rock solid in their 2 wins. First time they've had back-to-back double-digit win seasons in ACC play in more than 40 years in the conference. Nice floater by McGusty, the transfer from Oklahoma. Nysier Brooks, the transfer from Cincinnati. They're going to count the bucket and a chance for a 3-point play. Salisbury, North Carolina used to be the home of the National Sports Writer and Sportscaster Hall of Fame.
Of course, getting an opportunity to work with Eric Reveneau on a daily basis is going to help your development.
Nice bucket by Nysier Brooks. Working on Rodney Howard has also come in off the rebound for Anthony Walker. Miami leads 11-9. First number 13 seed to make it to the ACC tournament quarterfinals. McGusty the bucket, and they're up by 4. Alvarado rebounded the Walker miss. Long pass. It connected. And Bubba Parham just off the bench buries a 3. And a 3.
And we talk about the big 3 of Alvarado, Wright, and Devoe. The best shooter would be Michael Devoe, and he's not the guy you want to leave wide open with that much time in transition.
Jim Larinaga said in the regular Sturdivant, little stop and go move, nicely done to score by Kyle Sturdivant.
Back-to-back years and leading to a basket. Sturdivant, the nice.
He played in 21 games before his season ended with his dad's death. How about that block shot by Khalid Moore? And Josh Pastor, when he was telling me about him, said, he made more threes in 2 years at VMI than Steph Curry made in his first 2 years at Davidson. Extra when they're calling a charge. Parham down the lane, not just a 3-point shooter. McGusty to Nysier Brooks. Nice move inside. He's transferred from Cincinnati with a win. And the familiar whistle of Jim Larinaga. You can hear that as well, even when there aren't folks in the stands. He wanted a particular play call, and boy, did that work. And this isn't Jim Larinaga's first rodeo. We talked about yesterday. Yesterday's 200th win at Miami. Brooks, one-on-one on right, just trying to back him in. Nysier Brooks, 7 feet, 240. Got his own miss. Count the bucket. And a chance for Brooks. Wong all the way down the lane, scores with the left. Isaiah Wong. Sometimes not trusting coaches on things like pronunciation of names. Sometimes the facts, the stats aren't exactly accurate. Played for Lute Olson, coached under Lute Olson. He got a master's, so okay, that's good. Got to have your facts all buttoned up to have that kind of academic resume. Alvarado the bucket on purpose to promote your team. I just think someone probably told him that and he believed it.
I'll say men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
Fouled by Bubba Parham, who had more fouls in 2 years at VMI, I bet, than Steph Curry.
Offensively and defensively is why Josh Pastner's team has had such a successful year.
Second half underway. It's Cam McGusty with a 3. Brooks in the first half. Here's Allison Williams.
Well, Sean, I don't think you can overstate what Jose Alvarado means to this team just from an emotional standpoint. I mean, Moses told me that he's the heart and soul. He goes, we would not be anywhere near the position we're in without Jose Alvarado. I just went out there. I try to give it my all. I might not be the most skilled or the tallest, but I'm going to make you feel like I'm just as big as you.
McGusty slipped. It leads to the score for Alvarado. A little hop, skip, and a jump after he scored, and clearly not running. Starting with the three by Devoe. Wong, who had just one made field goal in the first half. Denied inside. Wong the other way, trying to get the call by yelling out as he laid it in. Largest of the game for the Canes. Right shot. You don't see a lot of follow your shot these days.
I agree, and I argued with it way back when, is that Georgia Tech gets an easy one.
McGusty lucky that got through to Brooks. Almost picked off by Usher. Brooks scores over Usher.
He's been good for Miami the entire tournament, but this is a guy you can tell does not want to play his last game, and he continues to perform very well on both ends of the floor.
Gack blocked the shot by Devoe. Usher the pull-up, smoothly done by Jordan Usher. Usher couldn't finish on the dunk. Here's Khalid Moore. He scores over Deng Gack. We're talking about COVID. Josh said after that, and here's Brooks trying to slam it, and he was denied. It looked like the ball might have slipped out of his hand. Usher charging the other way. So they went back. He said, well, we're not going to have any contact in practice. We're just going to do everything with guys 6 feet apart. And he said, and we started 0-2. You can't practice that way. But it was COVID, he feels, and the lack of practice time that had a lot to do with those season opening losses. McGusty lays it in. Devoe, nice dump down. Rodney Howard lays it in. And he'll see some important minutes here now, trying to guard Brooks. He's in for Wright. And leaning a lot on Brooks. I think Roger Ayers told him to back off a little bit. There's a three. Something special is going on for Miami here in Greensboro this week. How about that move? I mentioned that to Coach L this morning. He said, oh, yeah, we recruited Khalid. Had him down for a visit. He said, probably the nicest mother I've ever met on a recruiting trip. Usher the dunk.
Too many options out there. You got to think Scott Drew as well.
Georgia Tech shooting 67% in this half, and that'll go up as Usher scores on a high percentage shot. He has 12 points for the game. His strikingly familiar Alvarado buries a three. The team had been bussing back and forth to Durham and not staying here in Greensboro. Khalid Moore the runner, and the putback is up and in. Alvarado to the bucket.
Getting right back in, and Miami doing the right thing, going right at him on that possession. Brooks just unable to finish.
Georgia Tech outscored Miami 18-12 without Wright in the game. But Usher still had a terrific second half. McGusty spins to the bucket, and they have a field goal. That's not typically the way they play. McGusty, good legs in that shot, and a three to cut the deficit in half. Jim Larinaga called that move by Alvarado his Steve Nash, when he kind of circle dribbles and then either lays it in or backs back out. What a move to the bucket. That leap by Gack, and it's a bad pass. Alvarado barely saved it. What a play. And he has it back. And he has Usher all alone. Alvarado with the save of the ball and perhaps the game. Hoping they take it away from him. And it's a three that won't go for McGusty, and that's it. So, a harrowing ending for the 4th-seeded Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.